How do you prepare for your fantasy basketball draft? That is the age-old question in this space. What do you do? Who do you listen to? What kind of research do I need to do in order for me to have a successful fantasy basketball draft? In this episode, we will be answering that question and so much more. We believe every NBA fan that plays fantasy football should also play fantasy basketball. Before we start up the episode, we've been giving away cards from my most trusted and famous, no, maybe not famous, but definitely my most trusted well of investments, my sports card collection. I've been sharing them with you, and this one is the one we're giving away for this episode. For my people listening at home, I am holding up a rated rookie Josh Giddey rookie card. It is in great shape, raw card that I will mail to you personally. In order to make yourself eligible to win this card, all you have to do is drop a comment on this episode on the YouTube version of this episode. Also, we need to get this video up to 100 likes. 100 likes. Drop a comment and you will be entered to win this card. We've already given away a Michael Jordan card. We've already given away an Evan Mobley card. We are rolling. So today's episode is going to be really fun because, as you know, we are all about exclusively only about points league content on this channel. We've tried to do some, last year we did a little bit of 9CAT. I brought some people on to talk about Roto, all of that good stuff. Big shout out to my man Dan Bespris, who is the premier voice on Roto content for fantasy basketball. But this season, I'm leaning into my roots, man. I am going all in on the game that I love, fantasy basketball points league. But Robin, what about us? We were with you last year, and now you're not talking about 9CAT. Robin, what about us? We've been supporting you. We want to hear about Roto. In this episode, we still going to talk about points leagues, but you twisted my arm, man. I got some daggone 9CAT, some Roto information, all of this content that we won't be covering in the regular season. You got a break today. And for my points leagues people, this is going to be great for you to just kind of have an additional layer of information about these players. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over Eric Wong's from The Athletic, Eric Wong's top 150 list. So we're going to go through his list. I am not going to cover all 150. I'm going to title the video something like up to 25. Maybe we'll do 30. I don't know, because this list is wild and I'm just really excited to share it with you. Before we jump into that, one more quick note. Again, this year, if you've been with us for a while, if you're new, welcome. But every year to celebrate the NBA season and the new fantasy basketball season, we've been giving away graded sports cards. Last year, we gave away 2. We gave away a Cade Cunningham card, and we gave away a graded Josh Giddey card. This year, we are giving away 4. We're giving away 4. The first one we're giving away is a Darius Garland PSA 9. The second one we're giving away is a LaMelo Ball rookie card, PSA 9. The Darius Garland was also a rookie card. And then we're giving away an SGC 10 Zach LaVine rookie card, mint condition, SGC 10. And the fourth card is what we're calling the mystery card. I promise you, this is going to be a graded rookie card from my collection that I'm giving to you. Now, how do you enter to win those? That is a totally different contest than just the show to show. What you do is you click the link for our Apple Podcast stream. You can go to Apple Podcast, search our show, Believe in Fantasy, leave us a thoughtful 5-star review, and just at the end of your thoughtful comment, just mention Garland, LaMelo Ball, LaVine, or mystery. LaVine, Ball, Garland, mystery. And you will enter to win one of those cards. We'll randomly pick those cards, and before the season starts, the weekend before the season starts, we're going to announce the winner. So it's really exciting time, really pumped up. I know you are not here to hear me talk about all of the giveaways and leave a comment and a like. You guys want the value, so let's jump right into it. So again, this is Eric Wong from The Athletic, his top 150. We'll probably go through about 50 of these joints. I'm not sure because I just want to have a good time tonight. But honestly, like, it's really like when this popped up on my feed, I was like, oh, my audience has to see this list. So the way he breaks it down, which I think is really innovative and I love his work, he has a column for each different platform. He doesn't include the lock-in mode. I guess Sleeper is not popular enough to make it to The Athletic right now. Hopefully for my lock-in mode players, we'll get there. But right now, we're looking at Roto, head-to-head category leagues, and points leagues. And then something cool that he does in the fourth column there, you'll see he has the average of the 3 different league types where that player ranks. So let's start from the top. And I'm probably going to really lean into the points leagues rankings, but I'll also maybe reference some of the other ones, especially if there's some really big differences in terms of where the player is going or where they're ranked based on those league types. Excuse me. First up is Wemby, of course. Victor Wembanyama is the number 2 player for points leagues with an average of 1.33. So it's either Jokic or Wemby, depending on your league settings. Wemby is number 2. Number 1, no surprise, Nikola Jokic. Number 3 for points leagues, Luka Doncic. No major differences in terms of the 9CAT or the Roto ranking, so we're not going to address those right now. You can probably see them on the screen if you are watching the episode, and if you're listening, there's not a big difference. There's a bigger difference here. For points leagues, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is number 6. For Roto, they have him at 3. For head-to-head categories, they also have him at 3. His average is 4. So that's really interesting. So take note of that. The next player is Anthony Davis at 5 across the board. 5 Roto, 5 head-to-head, 5 points leagues, and an average of 5. Then Joel Embiid. I'm lower on Joel Embiid this season. It seems as if he is dropping, but not far enough for me. Again, I have no doubt that if Joel Embiid is healthy, his per game stats for points leagues is going to be like amazing, out of this world, like super duper, like quality stuff, right? The concern that I have is that he just doesn't look like himself, at least when I watched him in the Olympics. Some people have come at me in the comments like, man, how you gonna judge Joel on what he did in the Olympics? Man, that's the Olympics. I'm like, man, Joel didn't even play last season. Huh? He consistently has lower leg injuries. Like, come on, man. I am all the way out on Joel Embiid. I'm just saying. Next up, Giannis. Giannis is number 4 for points leagues. Big difference here. Head-to-head league 6, which is not too far. But for Roto, 14. 14, and an average of 8. Anthony Edwards, 9 for points leagues. Jason Tatum, 10 for points leagues. Tyrese Halliburton, 13 for points leagues. I expected this to be a bigger difference. He's 9 for Roto and 10 for head-to-head categories with an average of 10.6. Domantas Sabonis is ranked number 8 for points leagues, which is great. I really like that. Just got a comment, someone asking if Sabonis is a top 10 player. And what do I say to that? For points leagues, top is off, boobies is out, hair blowing in the wind. Draft yourself some Domantas Sabonis in the first round. After Domantas, we got Trae Young at 12 for points leagues. Scotty Barnes at 11 for points leagues. This is a good one. KD at 18 for points leagues. For Roto, 11. Head-to-head, 14 with an average of 14.3. Jalen Brunson. Now, really quick, you see I got the Bing Bong hat on. I'll take it off so you guys can see it a little better. Ooh, big shout out to my man Nims, FYL. That is not a Knicks hat. That is an FYL exclusive Bing Bong hat. I was talking to my brother today, and I think I'm infamous for not riding with a team. I'm like, those owners ain't loyal to me. I'm not going to be loyal to them. And it just makes my job easier not rooting for a team. But the Knicks are making it hard for me to not love them, man. Like, I am all in on the Knicks right now. So I'm putting on my Knicks hat, and I'm supporting the New York Knicks this season. It is official. Put it in writing. Jalen Brunson is 14 for points leagues. Donovan Mitchell at 22. There's a big difference here for Roto. He's 16 for Roto, 16 for head-to-head. James Harden at 17. James Harden continues to move up. I heard recently in the Yahoo rankings, he moved up to the first round. So pay attention closely to Harden, because I am all in on Harden this year for fantasy. I'm not reaching for Harden. So I like Harden in the second round. I don't know if I like Harden in the first round for a 12-team points league. Where they do that at, right? Like, I'm not going to do that. There's other guys I'll take. Devin Booker at 23. Big difference here at 23 for points leagues. He's 17 and 17 for Roto and head-to-head, which is interesting. An average of 19. And then my man, Karl Anthony Towns for points leagues, 19. That is higher than where he was yesterday. And in the infamous words of my man Fat Joe, yesterday's price is not today's price. Whew! It just hits different. Karl Anthony Towns in New York City, oh baby. And he doesn't do well with the press, so hopefully they don't eat him alive, but I think he's going to do great, man. I really think he's going to do great. For points leagues, Eric Wong has him at 19, 23 for head-to-head, 18 for Roto. So that's a little up and down. The average is 20. Chet Holmgren, 31 for points leagues. A lot higher in head-to-head at 18, and then 20 for Roto with an average of 23. I am all in on Chet Holmgren. I am unapologetically glazing your man Chet Holmgren. I think he's going to be a force. And listen, last year was really his first year, right? He was out 1 year with injury. Then he had a full rookie season. He is going to have a second-year leap for the ages. So this ranking of 31, he's going to blow that out of the water. Out of the water. Steph Curry at 30 for points leagues, way higher in head-to-head, and Roto at 20 for head-to-head, 21 for Roto, and his average is 23.6. Damian Lillard at 29, Alperen Şengün at 20, way higher in points leagues than he is for head-to-head or category leagues. I'm sorry, head-to-head or Roto leagues. Alperen Şengün is at 27 for Roto, 25 for head-to-head with an average of 24. I am all in on Alperen Şengün. LaMelo Ball, woo, man, this is a deal. 26 with an average of 24.33. He is 26th for points leagues. I think that is a deal. De'Aaron Fox at 28. Bam Adebayo at 21. Cade Cunningham. Cade is 25 for points leagues. Man, I didn't expect that. I'll take it, though. Ja Morant at 15. His Roto ranking is 32, and his head-to-head ranking is 30. Paolo Banchero at 16. Big difference here. 37 for Roto, 36 for head-to-head, with an average of 29.67. Tyrese Maxey at 33 for points leagues. LeBron James, 24 for points leagues, but 34 for head-to-head and 36 for Roto. Lauri Markkanen, 34 for points leagues, 32 for head-to-head, and 29 for Roto. I'm kind of up and down on Lauri Markkanen. I feel like he definitely is in a new class, over the last couple of years and like redefined himself and his career and his trajectory. But a part of me is almost like not sure. A part of me is not sure. So I would never advise someone not to draft him, but I don't personally look for him unless he falls. Now, this guy I am looking for. I'm looking for him just like he is in the club looking for the baddies. Instagram model status. Zion Williamson, 27 for points leagues, 38 for Roto, 31 for head-to-head. Have you seen these pictures of Zion Williamson? Your man looked like he been in the gym on a mission, right? I'm just saying. So be mindful of that. That's not like, listen, Zion played 70 games last season. Imagine if he could do it again. Come on, man. Like, we talking about a guy who could realistically average 25 and 10. For points leagues? Come on, man. We got to get with the program. I'm all in. And I'm all in on this gentleman as well. Jalen Johnson at 32 for points leagues. Jaren Jackson at 46 for points leagues, but way higher in Roto at 28 and head-to-head at 27. Kyrie Irving, 39 for points leagues. DeJounte Murray moving out of town, 35 for points leagues. My man, Evan Mobley, 36 for points leagues. Another one of my favorites, Jalen Williams. And there's so many Jalens. I'm on a record talking about this. It is low-key changing the way people are naming their children. Jalen Duren, Jalen Brunson, Jalen Williams, Jalen Valen, Jalen Johnson, Jalen Hula, just Jalen everywhere. Just Jalen everywhere. After Jalen Williams at 41, we got Jarrett Allen at 40, Jaylen Brown at 37, Pascal Siakam at 38, Paul George at 48. Wow. With an average of 43, 42 in category leagues, 40 in Roto. Desmond, bring the pain, Bane. Ooh, ooh, I came to bring the pain, hardcore from the brain. 52 for points leagues, 44 for head-to-head, 41 for Roto. Emmanuel Quickly at 49, and we're going to go right to the 50 mark. So I'm going to go to the average of 50. So we're winding down right now. DeMar DeRozan, I'm kind of staying away from him in drafts. I'm not interested in riding that roller coaster. 43 for DeMar DeRozan. Jamal Murray, 42. I'm out on Jamal Murray. 57 for Fred VanVleet in points leagues. What? Where they do that at? 45 for head-to-head for Freddie and 47 for Roto. Average of 49.67. Derek White at 50, at an average of 51. 62 for points leagues. Whoa. 47 for head-to-head and 44 for Roto. That makes sense to me, and I'm not really checking for Derek White. And we'll close out with this next player. I don't know. Kawhi Leonard. You guys know how I feel about Kawhi Leonard. If you don't know, I am out on Kawhi Leonard. It's nasty work drafting Kawhi Leonard, in my opinion. I'm just not messing with him. For points leagues, 53, and a 50 and 50 for Roto and for head-to-head. Now that you know the top 50 players according to The Athletic, check out this playlist with all of our mock drafts.